Hi everybody. So I wanted to talk a little bit this morning about how I content plan for blog posts, social media, and other things. So I primarily, as part of my business, teach clients about marketing technology, which means I'm a web developer, I'm a designer, and I teach people how to manage all their marketing tech. But one of the questions I get from clients all the time is, how do I keep up with this stuff? I also do manage a couple of social media accounts for my own businesses, and I have 3 businesses. I also manage them for a couple of clients as well. So let me tell you about my magical secret for content management and getting stuff done. First thing is, don't wait. If you have an idea, write it down, start typing your blog post, get your fire on. I tend to mostly get my ideas when I'm doing things like the dishes or walking my dog, who's right here. And when I do that, I try to make a mental note, and when I come back, I start typing at least a paragraph or 2. So that's how I author my blog content, whether it be for clients or whether it be for my own businesses. But I also use content planning tools. Now, you can use your own Google Calendar if you want to, or you can download the free application and use the desktop version of Trello, which I really like. So Trello's interface looks like this. And it's got these really nice columns that you can organize information in. You can also put pictures in there, as you can see this way. You can categorize things. You can search by categories. You can label them. You can scroll back and forth on these things. And I think it'll allow me, no, actually it won't allow me to do that on my Mac. Whoops. I want to do that. It allows me to scroll back and forth. Each card can have lots of information in it. So every card can have a checklist, a due date, assigned tasks to other people, links to Google Drive, photos, graphics, files in there. You can attach, I actually organize my sewing pattern library like this, and I add all my digital files to it. So I have like a complete digital sewing pattern library right on Trello. So that's an easy way to do it. But I also manage it in their calendar mode. So they have a free calendar power-up, and it basically takes your Trello board and it turns it into a little calendar. So you can actually start with the calendar, plan out all your stuff, and then they appear in your lists wherever you put them. Or you can take your lists and you can assign dates and they'll automatically appear on the calendar. So either way, Trello is a really, really great tool to organize content and also all the other things you have to do. So that's how I organize my content. Now, for the most part, I am not managing other clients' social media because I believe clients need to manage their own. But if you are managing social media for your own brands or your own businesses like I do, Trello is a huge help because this helps me manage all the stuff that I'm doing, but it also helps me manage all the stuff that I'm doing for my other businesses. Plus, I use Trello for client applications of when I'm developing a website because there's a lot of parts and pieces and moving things that have to happen in order to make the project successful. And Trello does that for me. It allows me to keep the client proposal, literally copy and paste from Word, and it fills in all your cards for you. It's magical. So I take my contract, copy and paste all my stuff out, I drop it in here, and it allows me to manage the project with the client really easily. Now, I tend to do that for most of my larger projects, but for some of my smaller projects, you might not need something like Trello. For your own business, though, this is the jam. So definitely get Trello. It's totally free. There's also an application for your phone, for your iPad, so you can go ahead and stay connected wherever you are. And like I said, I also use it personally. I use it for my sewing pattern library, and it's helped me really figure out what I have and stop buying patterns that look like other patterns that I already own. So it makes it even easier to do that. So Trello is really good. Now, a lot of people also like Airtable. That is similar. It runs on more of a database type thing, and some people really like that. So you might want to check out both Trello and Airtable. I like Trello. I'm all in. Trello doesn't pay me to say this, but that's the way I use to manage my content. Now, the only thing Trello doesn't have is automatic posting to other social media services. So if you're using tools like Planoly or SEMrush or any of those other tools and you're paying for those, you might want to use their scheduling features for your social media. I do find though, if I plan it all in Trello, I take it into SEMrush, which is my tool of choice. I take it into SEMrush and I post it oftentimes from there. You don't have to, but it makes it easy. So that's my content planning secrets.